Greetings, dear viewers, and welcome to my Let's Play of The Company of Myself, which is a beautiful little Flash game that I have played through several times after discovering it a few years back, and that I would very much like to share with you. It is also a free-to-play online game, so it can be played on Congregate, Newgrounds, and some other Flash game websites. I will actually put a link into the description in case you would like to play it yourself. I can say that I am happy that the user Tiniest Princess suggested this game as her stake when we agreed on a bet concerning the Oscars 2013, because we both lost, so this is a rather enjoyable punishment for me. The game is a 2D side-scroller / platformer, played only with the keyboard, and is neither very lengthy nor difficult to master. The true value of this game lies within the atmosphere, the music, the story and the emotions delivered. So let's start into the game by getting introduced to the narrator. If you have a minute, I'd like to tell you a bit about myself. The first thing you need to understand is that I am alone. I've been alone for a pretty long time now. I'm used to it. I'm content. Before I became more or less a hermit, I found that I had two passions in life. One was performing. Even today, when I find that I can't relate to others, I can still stand in front of them and make them laugh or surprise them. The irony is strong enough to taste. It doesn't taste good. In case you're wondering, my second passion was a girl named Catherine, but I'll get to that later. I generally face the same day-to-day problems as every other person, except that when every other person gets stuck, they have their friends and associates to back them up. I don't. I know that you don't want to hear me describe my admittedly less than fascinating lifestyle, so instead I'll describe my day with a much more interesting allegory. I used to find joy in the company of others. Now I only have the company of myself. So here we are in the actual game. Let's see what our protagonist thinks about the situation. My attention is stolen by a green square on the other end of the room. I want to be its friend more than anything I've ever wanted. I decide to use the arrow keys to approach it. So you can see this is kind of the tutorial just now. We can move to and fro. The square does not react to my approach. Does it not notice me? Or is it only pretending not to notice me? Which would be worse? Up close I can see that the green square is actually a door. I think that we can be friends anyway. I decide to push the spacebar to move to the next room. So we are using spacebar now to get to the next level, which is also part of the tutorial. Spotting a couple of platforms ahead, I decide to use the up arrow key to jump over them. So let's do that. We can jump around merrily. Take that, platforms. I decide that Mr. Door is a better friend than the platforms. I also know that I can pause the game by pressing P or the escape key. I think I showed you this before. We can also control the volume on this screen. But other than that, there aren't really any controls in this game. Let's end this level and get to the next one. Now that risk is involved, jumping on platforms doesn't seem as easy to me. I start thinking about how awful it would be to fall. Luckily, I know that I can push the R key at any time to restart the level. Is that true? Let's have a look. It is. We're just restarting the level. By that, if we ever made a mistake. So, there we go. Now for the tricky one. Close, close, close. There we go. I find myself proud of and possibly surprised by my ability to leap over harrowing gaps. Let's get to the next room. Even from back here I can tell that the ledge ahead is too high for me to jump. Oh, come on, don't be that pessimistic. We can... Oh no, actually we can't. That's sad. I begin to wonder what would happen if I pressed the spacebar before I completed a level. You little rebel! Alright, let's try that out, even though it's probably against the rules. Well, we exploded, and oh, there's a little shadow me. It's actually past me, standing there right now. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I can actually stand on top of him. So he will help us achieve our goal. I feel confused and a bit tingly, but mostly just confused. I briefly attempt to think of something to think. Nothing worthwhile emerges. Let's get to the next room. I haven't talked to anyone lately, but at least I can solve my own problems. That's right. By just doing this and following our own shadow and using him. Come on, move number 1 and move number 2. And up we go and dissolve. Hello, hello, hello. Come on. Up you go, you can do it. I'm pretty sure you won't fall. And up here. And once more. Come on guys, move, move, move. Oh, that was the wrong button, I'm sorry. No, there's another one of us. Hello, hello, hello. You just stand there, okay? I made a mistake now. Get over there. And follow myself, basically. Up here. On top of your head. And down here, Geronimo! Very nice. I see a wall blocking the path to the exit. I'm dissatisfied. This area down below is irritatingly spacious. Indeed it is. So what is this over here? I think to myself that the best course of action is to pull this lever by pressing the A key. Let's do that. So up there, the way is free now. So let's dissolve. Jump over here. And wait for number 1 to actually pull the lever. Also, please note that while the end is always a green square door, the beginning of every level is a little flower over there. That will become, well, quite important later on. So the barrier is gone. I am grateful of my above average ability to work alone. Indeed. Let's head on to the next room. I notice a strange force field in this room. I become gradually more and more curious. Alright, let's see what happens if we walk into that. Nothing. I found myself unable to comprehend the purpose of this force field. It doesn't seem to block me at all. Indeed. Let's pull this lever. And then dissolve. Odd. Very odd. Move number 1. Oh, so the force field. I see, the force field doesn't let any shadows through. So let's just stand here. Get over here. And now move the lever. And now our shadow actually solved the level, I think. I think if I press spacebar now, I'm done. Yes, it worked. Great. Understanding the force field, I noticed that this room's field is greenish instead of pinkish. So that probably means that I can't pass it. Yeah, let's just walk a bit into this direction. Now a bit back. And that should be it. We'll just wait here for number 1 to solve this one. Walking to the right. And we made it. Awesome. Staring at this worthlessly large staircase, I reflect on my past struggles. Now this is interesting because we can just pass through the force field, but our shadows can't, so we must jump a bit about pretty sillily like this. I hope it works. Alright, and now we'll walk over here till the end, and that's it. Oh no, we have to press A, I think. Alright, that should be it. Now we can go over here, and if everything works, then number 1 will just hop up the stairs and press the lever as soon as he's up there. I hope it works. Come on, you can make it. You can make it. Don't get caught on any of the edges. Yes, he made it. He made it. Very good. Very good. Now walk over there and press A. Press A. You should press A now. There we go. Good boy. Luckily for me, no one was watching as I hopped around like a crazy person. Well, in fact, some people were watching. At least I hope so. And I also hope that you are enjoying this game so far. I search for reasons why I don't desire companionship. Well, I don't know. Let's just drop down here. Walk, 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 walk. Over here. And then just stand there for number 2. To go like this. Wait for number 1 to get over there, and then jump on top of his head, and up there, and go, and go, and go, and go, and then we should make it. But we don't have any more lives. So that is not how you should do it. Instead, we have to do a different approach. Let's press R and try this again. How about this? We stand here now, waiting for number 2, and then we move very carefully while carrying number 2 on our head. I think I remember this to be the right solution. If it's not, then I might actually get stuck on this LP. Didn't I promise you that this LP, that this game wasn't too difficult? Well, that should be it. Come on, number 1. I hope I'm not falling off of his head. But, oh, careful, careful. Oh, that works, okay. Easy, easy, don't move too fast. I settle on avoidance of the issue. I can clearly get by without others anyway. I clearly can. Right, and now let's jump up here. And we made it. I found myself unable to leave the question alone. Why can I not be with people? Maybe we find out in the next room. I instantly notice how similar this room looks to the previous one, and almost feel cheated until I realize that my previous tactic will not work again. Indeed it won't. Also in the top left corner you see how many me's we can actually produce. This time it's indefinite. In the previous room it was only 2. So let's think of a tactic here. We can walk on this. Now we are carrying ourselves over there, and now we should probably jump. And hopefully that works. Okay, let's get down here. Wait for number 1, who is taking a little time because I'm reading the text and then explaining things to you. And then we will carrying over there. So, yeah, I think that works. So it's basically the last room, only in reverse. Come on, number 1. I invite you to stand on top of my head now. Alright, let's move. Faster, faster, faster. Hopefully he can make it. Yes, he made it. Very good.